Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Youtini Show, your one-stop shop for all things going on in Star Wars. I'm Eric, and tonight it's a good old-fashioned Wes around with just me and Wes. We got a lot to jump into because Andor received some Emmy nominations, but not the ones we were expecting. The Star Wars Galactic Championships are coming this week. Bad Batch Sanctuary got its first excerpt featuring everyone's favorite couple, and Reylo gets a massive win in the most unexpected way possible. But to get us started tonight, we get to talk about our favorite series of the year, Andor. Because the Emmy nominations finally arrived, and while the show did get recognized, it wasn't exactly what a lot of us fans wanted, ourselves included. The season was nominated for 14 Emmys, including Best Drama Series, but notably not a single lead or supporting actor or actress was nominated. No Diego Luna, no Genevieve O'Reilly, no Edgar Arjona, no Stellan Skarsgård. The list goes on. So, Wes, before we celebrate the actual nominations here tonight, let me get a temperature check from you. What do you think about all these acting snubs from Andor Season 2?
Well, I mean, if you didn't get nominated for even the, it's not the best actor, that's not what you call it, but isn't there a performance one too? Or am I just thinking about the Oscars?
Well, we got lead actor, supporting actor, guest actor, or like the three levels that they usually do. Yeah.
So not even supporting actor. That's rough. But I mean, we were all just not to be nominated. I mean, to be nominated should have been. And then, here's another thing: we are incredibly biased to this show. All right, so there's that. There's that. I mean, I know. I mean, it was I think. For sure, Diego Luna should have at least got in there for a nomination. Not so. I mean,
yes,
a nomination at least.
Winning's
very small, right? Yeah,
winning is its whole. Well, we can't even cross that bridge yet. But like, the fact that he didn't get nominated for his work in Andor, and the big controversy I saw a lot of people talking about was from another Star Wars alum, Pedro Pascal, who we all love. We love Pedro, of course, but he got nominated for lead actor for The Last of Us Season 2. He's only in 3 episodes of the season. So, like, clearly, it became a name recognition. And I know, like, they submit 1 episode to the Academy. That's how it works. And, like, whatever. There's just, like, this level of assumption, I think. It felt like a lot of us in the Star Wars community were like, okay, well, obviously we'll get nominations, but can we maybe win something? And I didn't even think about the fact that, like, no Cassian, Mon Mothma, Bix, Luthen, Kyle Solar and Denise Goff doing like with Cyril and Dedra, like nobody.
How many slots are there for like supporting and then best like performance for actor?
I'm so glad you asked, Wes, because there are 14 nominations for supporting actor and actress, 7 each, and 11 of the 14 were characters from The White Lotus and Severance. So like, there's 2 TV shows. We're almost the entire, like, The White Lotus had 4 of the 7 supporting actresses. And I'm like, listen, I know people like that show. I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's acted very well. But 4 of, like, not a single slot. Like, it's just so many that I'm like, listen, I know voters like this show. Should there be a limit? Can you only do, like, 2 per show? Like...
It just seems like it's more popularity towards the TV show than it is the actual acting credentials that went on. So, like, I know Severance is a damn good show. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, this season was great. Honestly, it might win a lot of stuff. I thought it was phenomenal. No shade on it.
But I mean, again, we are biased to Star Wars, but I don't think if as many people watched Andor as they did White Lotus and Severance, I think they may have been swayed a little bit differently, especially the people who were picking the nominations for the award. So it is what it is. Key. I mean, I hope I honestly hope they're not like, well, at least we, Andor appeared in Emmys as a nomination, not basically for what they wanted, but at least they got nominated. Like, I was like, don't even start with that.
Yeah, no, best drama series. Yeah, cool. Season 1 got that too, but we were like going to move up. We were gonna like go beyond this, but also the fact that it's been nominated for best drama series both seasons it's been on, and no actors. Well, and let me say, we've said lead and supporting a lot because there was an actor that got nominated for best guest performance this season, which was Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera, where I'm like,
does he need it?
But Also, maybe a hot take from me here, dude. Maybe the weakest part of the season, he's good. He saw Gerrera, but like, I was more interested in his scene partners than I like. What is it, Wilmon? Like, he was the more interesting character in those scenes.
Right.
And I'm like, I think people were just like, oh, hey, it's that guy. The Black Panther in Last King of Scotland. I like him.
Yes,
like,
that's the thing. It's familiarity. I can't even say it. Familiarity. Yeah. But what sucks about this is we may not get a show like this ever again from Star Wars.
This was our shot.
This
I
was it.
Think, like, this was it. This is it. Like, it is such a weird line, right? Because there's the idea of, award shows are award shows, and they shouldn't matter, but they do. They absolutely do in Hollywood, especially. It looks really good to have a lot of awards, but there's this weird thing where it feels like the Academy can't cross the line for Star Wars specifically. Because like sci-fi, Severance is sci-fi. You have a little thing in your brain that changes your person. Like, that's science fiction, 100%. So that's fine. But then IP, well, The Last of Us is IP. It's a video game. It's literally based on IP. So you can do it when it's that. But it feels like Star Wars, there's still just this invisible barrier for acting specifically. They're like, the costumes, directing, writing, like music, we'll give you all that. But your actors, they aren't like really acting.
Right.
You know?
And, now that I think about it, snubbed is the perfect word for what we put out here.
Yes.
It really is. And invisible barrier is also a good word, because I'd hate to say it, but it's almost like, you like Star Wars? It's like the nerdy kid thing, and like, you can't get past it. Can't get past it from the general public. And you're just like, have you seen any of the other stuff? Like, before you judge about what the show is about and like the quality of the show and the quality of the acting, just watch it. Just watch it without any bias, but automatically people go in thinking they have a bias already. We have good bias. I call it a good bias.
We do. Well, and it's like, everyone, you're like, hey, you watched Andor? I don't know. No, check it out. Everyone that does, even if they're not Star Wars fans, it is the ultimate, like, it is the crowd pleaser, the critics pleaser, the fan and not fan pleaser. Like, if you just watch it, you understand the talent. And it's obviously, there's been controversy for years of voting members of the Oscars and the Emmys, like, not actually watching everything. Some of them admit anonymously that they're like, oh, I didn't watch all the foreign films, right? I watched stuff I wanted to watch. And, in a perfect world, we sit them all down in screening rooms and you can see them open their eyeballs. But I would guarantee some of those voters, especially some of the older voters, saw the things as Star Wars Andor and just like skipped over it and watched the White Lotus episode instead.
Probably.
Like, I guarantee it.
And the best thing about Andor is you don't have to know that much about Star Wars to know what's going on. Like, it doesn't. You don't have to have like this huge. You don't have this huge Star Wars, backstory and watch all the movies kind of background to actually enjoy the show. But I think people thought that going into it, and like, if I don't know anything about Star Wars, I'm not going to be able to enjoy it. So I think that may have been another thing, but still not a nomination. Come on.
Yeah, because I think for us, we are used to nominations being wins for us. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that is the highest we can get. Because
I'm tired of feeling that way. But
I know, man.
What are the nominations that Star Wars did get?
Yes. So like we said, we got 14 nominations, which again isn't nothing. It is about the same as season 1 got. I think season 1 got 15. Mandalorian season 2, I think, got 24 or something. That's like the record. So the ones we got Best Drama Series. That's the big one, right? We're up there with the big dogs. That's great. Production Design, Cinematography, Fantasy Sci-Fi Costumes. So specific. Directing, Editing, Music Composition, which great. That score was beautiful. And then Original Music and Lyrics, specifically for the song "We Are the Gore," that national anthem thing.
Oh, okay.
Love that. Guest actor Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera. Character voiceover for Alan Tudyk as K2SO, which is funny because that was not a voiceover. That was a motion capture performance. He was on set the entire time. So I don't know what they were doing there. Then sound editing, sound mixing, special visual effects, and writing.
Writing. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I mean, awesome. I don't again, in a year where like Severance and White Lotus are such big dogs, The Pit also had a few in there. Like, I think it's going to be tough to kind of tackle some of these big ones, but
yeah,
glad
there's heavy hitters in there. There are some heavy hitters in there, and it's like competition. If you're going to this competition, it only makes you better. But if it only makes you better if you make another season or you make another show just as good. And if we're stopping here, like if we're not creating another more Star Wars TV shows and we're focusing more towards the cinematic films and the movies, then this isn't helping us at all with going against such great shows like this. But it also says something to, we're in the same ballpark. We're in the same field of play. We are going to, we're going to compete. And we did. We even get nominations against the other ones, but I feel like we say it every freaking year.
Yeah, I think this will be the one, and I think you're so right though. This is tough because it is the last season of Andor, and like the future of Star Wars television is murky at best. We're excited for Ahsoka season 2. That's really all we got that we know that's coming in live action, and who knows where we go from there. But I don't know. It's a bummer. I'm glad that we got the nominations we did, like you said. We can celebrate those. But honestly, my most excited nomination was Star Wars adjacent because somehow Harrison Ford, the most famous movie star in the world, received his first Emmy nomination for Shrinking, which, if everyone hasn't watched, is honestly, it might be heresy to say, I think it's his best performance. He's really wonderful in it. But I was like, Harrison Ford has never been nominated for an Emmy?
What? No.
I know. But I guess he hasn't done television. Like back in the day.
Yeah, I guess it's just for television.
Julia Roberts didn't do TV. I guess he was just movies. But yeah, at the ripe young age of 82 or whatever, like Harrison Ford getting his first Emmy nomination. Good for you, kid.
Yeah, I agree.
Good for you. So, Emmys come out in September. So we'll see. Again, I'm hoping that we can get like production design, like music, direction, and writing would be amazing. Just because, again, those are such heavy hitters. But we'll see. Either way, plenty of time to rewatch the entire series at least 4 times before the Emmys come out. Now, before we go any further, I want to take a quick second to let you know that this week's episode is brought to you by the United, the official Youtini community that is growing every week. I know, I get the emails. By joining the United, you'll not only receive ad-free shows and exclusive merch drops, but you'll get unlimited access to our Discord full of enthusiastic Star Wars fans that want nothing more than to welcome you. Filled with conversations, polls, and events, the United is powered by a community of intentional positivity, and that makes it the best place for you to celebrate your fandom, engage with fans who love everything you do the way you do. I actually voted on a poll about a Legends cover contest today, of all things. By heading to youtini.com/community, you can sign up for a whole year of the United and save 15% when you use code UTINISHOW. That's code UTINISHOW at youtini.com/community for 15% off your first year of the United. So head on over now and get signed up to check out our amazing events and connect with your favorite podcast hosts. Thank you again to everyone in our community for their incredible support. And now, back to the show. Next up, it's time to be a little selfish and look ahead to my weekend plans. Because the Star Wars Unlimited Galactic Championships will be held in Las Vegas starting on Friday. And thanks to a ton of peer pressure from our friends on the Cosmic Force and a red-eye flight, I'll be going. Wes, let me just ask you the easiest question, dude. Am I an insane person for doing this?
Absolutely not. Only because I'm obsessed as well.
Excellent.
I am generally happy for you. I hope you have a great time.
Yeah.
I was sitting outside last weekend. I was grilling steaks, and I was making sure I was out there so it didn't burn. And I was going through the Galactic Championship website, seeing all the stuff that was happening. And I was texting my friends. I was like, he can get this, and then he can get his tickets. He can get all these tickets together, and then he can go turn them in for something else. And they're like, what are we doing here? It's too hot in Texas. It's just like it's not hot in Las Vegas, but still. I'm genuinely happy that you're going to this. No, you're not insane. I think you definitely made the right decision. I also think it took you too long to decide to go because
That is true. I was
flip-flopping,
man. I was very flip-floppy, and because I took so long, I'm not going to be playing in the main event, which if you haven't heard us talk about this before, essentially there are 2 sections to this convention, which is 3 days in Las Vegas. Also, I've never been to Vegas, and I find it funny. My first time in Las Vegas ever is for a trading card game championship show. It's in a casino hotel, though, I think, so it counts.
Yeah.
But there are 2 main parts. One is the main event, where 2,048 people will play in a tournament, basically just like any tournament. You will try to win the most matches with a card deck you bring, and you go to day 1, day 2, day 3, and you get better prizes. That's pretty straightforward. Then there's all these side events, which is what you were talking about, where I will be going around playing a bunch of different kinds of games. I'll play with decks that I bring, like this Kylo Ren deck that I have here. I'll go to other tables that have like packs that you open there and make decks right in front of people, and you try to play. And based on how you do there, you get prize tickets like at Dave & Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese. That's basically exactly what this is. And then based on how many of those tickets that I receive, I can turn them into the prize wall, which is literally like Dave & Buster's and Chuck E. Cheese. And it's all for stuff related to the game. You can get like packs of cards with art that's only at the things. You can get game mats, which I'm excited for, card sleeves. You can get that have Mr. Bones on them. That's the ones I'm looking for. But it's going to be 3 days of playing this game, and I'm going with so if you're a Cosmic Force fan, I'll be going with Oz and Jacob. Over there, they're the ones that got me into the game in the first place. And then our buddy Tyler, who actually was on the Cosmic Force back in the day, he'll be going with us. And then our buddy Michael Fry, we were talking to, he's in our community. He's been on here for a long time. We're going to meet up with him. And yeah, we're just all going to have a great freaking time. I am very intimidated because I've been having fun with the game, but I haven't been flying around and playing with people that fly around to play it.
Yeah. What is your?
I don't know if I'm going to win at all.
What is your favorite deck that you're going to play that you have right now? That's like your primary.
My primary deck is a Kylo Ren red deck. So usually in the game, every leader card, like a Star Wars character, Kylo Ren, Anakin, Luke, has a color, and then you usually get a base that's a different color. So you can have multiple different kinds of cards. Kylo Ren is a red. My base is red. So my primary deck is full aggression. I am just go quick. I want as many units out as possible. I want to hit as quickly as possible, because if it takes too long and my opponent is too tactful, I will lose every single time. But I like him because he wins in like 7 minutes, or you lose in 9 minutes. So I kind of know the score. I'm not really good at those long matches of like, you know, the chess of like 3 rounds down. I'm going to set this up. Because if I set something up and someone immediately defeats it, then I just feel like I wasted my time. I don't know what to do.
I think your the aggressive or the aggression decks are some of the most fun. I also like playing with a lot of events. I've been playing on Carabas, and I've been playing on
what you've been playing lately.
Yeah. And so I played a Darth Maul. I've been playing a Kylo Ren. I forgot what color the base was, but they have a lot of events. And then when you play a space unit or a ground unit, and they play them out there, and I play an event, it's not a unit that you can play. It's just like basically a trump card that you play out there, and you just say you wipe it away, or you give it like you basically nerf it into the ground because it has it gives you a -2/-2. I know if this sounds foreign to people who don't know actually how the game plays, but regardless, it is a lot of fun, and I should stop playing it at work. But because I'll go downstairs and eat my lunch in 15 minutes, and I'll come back up and have like an hour and 15 minutes to, practice. I'm practicing is what I'm doing. What I'm doing is
it's practice.
Yeah, and it's a good like mind I don't know, teaser or something that helps like stress your brain by thinking differently than what you normally do on every single day. It has different ways you can be strategic. So I like the fact that it makes me think differently. Like, even though it's a game, it helps you think like strategically and think of various ways to win the game. So that's one of the things I really like about it.
Yeah, it's really fun. My biggest thing in getting to go to Vegas, I've been trying to practice my sequencing, is what it's called, which is the order of turns that you can do, right? So, like, in order to get the maximum amount of benefit, what is the order that I can do? So my Kylo deck, for instance, every turn I can discard a card and get a combat bonus with a unit. However, if I do that, I get a bonus on the unit. That unit just has to sit there while my opponent does something before I can use them. So I have to like get in their mind to be like, cool, should I use that bonus now or should I just attack? Because if they're going to kill it, I need to get my attack in first. But then if they kill that, can I discard it on a different, like, I have to think 4 turns ahead and assume what the other person's going to do, which is fun. And when you get it right, it feels really good. And I'm hoping that works out because Vegas, I'm going to be doing that a lot with Kylo. I have a Darth Vader yellow deck, which is a bunch of spaceships. It's all space. It's just putting out as many ships as I can every single time until I get a ship that gets powered by all the other ships. And then I have an Obi-Wan Force deck, which is newer, which is just using the Force to kind of make people strong. And I'm going to bring all 3. And I was asking, Oz and Jacob and everyone, like, what's your advice? You guys play this for a year. I'm about 2 months in at this point. I'm like, well, bring multiple decks because you don't want to get bored after 3 days, especially if one's losing all the time.
Yes.
I want to be able to swap out and have fun. So that's what I'll be doing. Also, I guess I'll say, I never said this on this show before, but I guess I will. If anyone listening or watching is going, come say hi. I'll be wearing the white glasses. I'll be playing a lot. So like, I can't, I know that a lot of folks play that listen and watch this show and have been part of our community. So come say hey.
That's right. We're going to get
excited.
We're going to get Eric a tall, like a 10-foot tall rod with an orange flag on the end of it. And then
exactly.
Whenever you see that walking through the casino, that's him.
That's me. That's me right there. Come see me. I've been saying this since the beginning, and I think it'll stay the same. My goal right now is just to win a match over the weekend. I think I can do it. I'm feeling a little more confident with it. If folks bring these Han 2 meta decks, I won't. I won't be able to beat that. But I hope I at least win something and get some cool swag. And my flight gets in to Charlotte again, I think at 8:30 a.m. next Monday. I take the overnight red eye. So on Monday night's show next week, I will be jet lagged, delirious, and have a bunch of swag.
Yes.
That I will be happy to show off. So
I definitely want you to show it off.
That'll be a blast. Yeah. So looking forward to it, and I will keep everybody posted on how it all goes. And if you're going to be at the Galactics again, come say hi. Then we're going to go over to Star Wars Book World for a quick second because over the weekend, we got our first look at the upcoming Sanctuary, a Bad Batch novel, thanks to Polygon. This book is going to take place after Season 2's episode Pabu, with the group taking in odd jobs in order to help the island community to recover after a tsunami. This particular excerpt showed the unlikely couple Fee and Tech alongside the gang at a high-stakes auction where everything may not be what it seems. So, Wes, we talked about this initial preview. What do you think about this kind of heisty nature of the book, and are you ready for more Bad Batch as a whole after quite a while of it being off air? It's been, 2 years or so?
Yeah, I think it's time that we got more Bad Batch. But the thing is, with these odd jobs and these these heist type jobs, I think you could do it like forever, right? I mean,
oh yeah.
So having this particular book come out rather than have it in an animated series, I think is a good idea. Try a different medium, or try a different medium to see what sticks, what doesn't. But this is you can print money this way as long as you keep the audience engaged. So a high stakes auction, what are they selling? They won't tell us, right?
But I think that's the fun part about it, right? Is that this excerpt kind of showed a couple things in that vein. One, I think you're totally right. I think that the system works. The Bad Batch show itself had a lot of these. Had a lot of the one-off missions, stuff which were really fun. And I think number one, this excerpt, which again, we put a preview of it over on our site. You can go to Polygon and read the full thing. Show that Lamar Giles actually has a very fun writing style, and it sounds like the Bad Batch. He's got the tone down. He's traditionally been a YA author, so I wasn't sure how exactly that would translate to an adult audience. Seems good. Seems very fun so far. The characters sound like themselves. His pacing is good. He also mentioned some, classic Star Wars aliens in there. The Feline and the Mune are all at this auction. Which again, Prince Zizor and Plagueis. That's very fun. And it seems like this is going to be, based on his little interview beforehand as well, a one-off story that is fun and tied in. Again, it takes place between some episodes. but it doesn't sound like this is the start of a trilogy. It doesn't sound like this is the start of a bunch of stuff. And I wonder if this is really kind of the new direction for publishing. Like we got that huge High Republic intensity that we just got through. Trials of the Jedi was great. We had a great time. But do you think that this kind of flow is going to be our future? These one-off adventures with known characters, like the Bad Batch get an adventure, and then maybe a clone squadron gets an adventure, and then like Luke and Leia get an adventure. Like, is it going to be a while before we get another kind of like giant series if this works?
I don't know. I think the main mover for Star Wars books are trilogies or like something that's connected to the original trilogy.
Yeah.
I think those would probably get the most traffic, but the one-offs I think are good starting books for authors that have just came into Star Wars. I like this quote here. It says this book is like a feeling of an extended bonus episode where our favorite characters got exciting moments that felt fresh and familiar. So it's like, if you've watched the show, you're familiar with everything that's going on, then this will be something that you'd probably enjoy. If you're not caught up on the Bad Batch, you might have a little trouble, especially with some of the characters, I'm thinking. Unless there's like, a summary in the beginning or something. But going back to what you said, Eric, I think that trilogies that are more, I'd hate to say adult centric, might help get the Star Wars word out there more than something like this.
Yeah, I mean, we got that Reign of the Empire, of course, is ongoing technically. We got Mask of Fear started this year, and then we got the next two with Rebecca Roanhorse, and them coming out in the next 2 years. So I guess maybe that side. So yeah, maybe this will be like people walking through, and this cover is gorgeous.
Yes, it's the thing.
I mean, this is still one. It's on the other side of my office currently. Random House sent it over this week. And of course, we're showing the Inkstone version with those sprayed edges and the helmets, which is just unbelievable. And having a visually striking novel with recognizable characters and a one-off adventure helps. Definitely. So I think,
especially if they have it facing, not the book spine, but cover first. And
Barnes and Noble strategy. You gotta be the horizontal. Dude, I am ashamed of the amount of books I bought just because they're horizontal versus vertical. Like, what have I missed?
Yes.
What have I missed?
Yes.
For
sure.
But I am more excited about this than I was at the start, I'll admit. I think when it came out, I was like, I like the Bad Batch, but this is going to be kind of in the middle. And I mean, Tech's in it, obviously, so it's at a very certain point in time. I didn't love Fee, like, I don't know, but reading this excerpt and feeling the kind of fun and excitement and, again, that heist outlaw feel that Giles has put into it, I got a good feeling. I think this is going to be a fun one. And again, it comes out in 2 weeks, so I'm glad they're starting to publicize it a little bit.
Yeah, and they bring in some pretty important or just like talked about species in the Faline and the Mune. So I like that they're incorporating some of that stuff in there, and they're not just using this like humanoid, what you call it. I don't know. Like, I like that these because. Who is it? Prince Zizor? Is that a Faline?
Zizor, yeah. Zizor, whatever it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I like that. That's so, I'm kind of excited to see what happens with that.
Yeah.
This is a pretty long excerpt, so check it out,
man.
On Youtini.com for sure.
Yeah, they really give you a lot of it. If you're on the fence about it, like, I think it's a great way to kind of figure out what the vibe is going to be. This is a new author to Star Wars, so I love that we're getting new voices in here. Sometimes that goes really great. Sometimes it's not our favorite, but for what he's doing so far, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, we'll have a review of it the day it comes out over on the site, and our friends in the Canon Book Club will be putting it on their feed about a month after, as they usually do. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere for all your Youtini coverage. All right. It was another nice, easy week for us, but to round us out... This is the story that I've never pitched before, because we're going way off the beaten path to talk about not Rey, not Kylo, but the casting of a movie adaptation of a novel based off of Reylo fan fiction. Okay, follow me on this, because that's not even the half of it. Ellie Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis was a massive hit a few years back, as it very publicly was acknowledged as a romance novel based on Hazelwood's love of and work within the Reylo fandom. It was originally a Reylo fanfic she wrote that was then made into an actual novel with the names changed. So that's where we are. This week, the main casting for the film's adaptation was announced, with the male lead, Adam, named after Adam Driver, being played by Daisy Ridley's real-life husband, Tom Bateman. So, guys, Wes, we haven't read The Love Hypothesis, but casting the husband of Rey in a Reylo fanfic film has to be the best marketing move of all time, right?
For sure. You couldn't have done it any better unless you had Adam Driver.
Yeah, seriously. Like, when this happened, I have some friends who are Reylos, and they did like the cryptic tweets, like, "Oh my God, how is this real? I'm not breathing." I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because Reylo hasn't really been talked about for a while, like, hasn't been in the in the things, but like,
yeah, I'm sure it's died down a little bit after The Rise of Skywalker. It's been a minute,
just a smidge, but like the fact that her actual husband, one, is an actor good enough to get a lead in what is going to be a decently large film. Again, this is a very popular book. What do you think the conversation was like with him and Daisy Ridley at home when he got the offer, or like she would like? What do you do when you are playing the love interest of your wife's fictional character's alternate universe? Like,
so she's got to be aware of the Reylo fandom. I'm sure she's heard of it, right? So,
yes.
I think she's excited. I think she's excited for him, of course. But
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be just a fun movie. I can't believe it's a movie. I still can't believe that it's cast as a movie.
Yeah, but I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna do it. I might buy it right now while we're on the show. You keep talking, but I might do this right now.
But it doesn't have starfighters. It doesn't have crazy lightsaber battles in it. It's a normal plot.
It's a workplace romance.
There you go. Workplace romance.
It is not in stock on Amazon for Prime. It ships in 1 to 3 weeks. People are
you serious?
West. Yes. I can't get it in 2 days.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, no kidding. That'd be a good plane ride or plane read.
Yeah,
man.
Serious. And well, I gotta read Sanctuary in the plane.
But
oh my God.
This is
and it's not available online at Barnes & Noble in paperback?
It's weirdly specific on how like this whole thing came about. It's like it funneled into a point to where like it said and the main character is going to be Daisy Ridley's husband. And you're just like, how does that even like they had to been like, hey, we have it between. I'm not saying the guy's a bad actor, all right? I'm not saying it at all.
No.
But there could have been some great actors in there going for the role of the male lead, and they were just like, this is too perfect to not have him in there as the lead actor.
They're like, wait, will he do it? Like he's tall, dark, and handsome, or whatever, and like, will he really do this? Like, should we? There had to have been a conversation where they're like, should we ask him? No, you can't.
Does Daisy Ridley have a cameo in this movie? Just in the background, walks by with a backpack or something, or
that would be like that's like the portals in Endgame. I think if that happens, I think that's like that. If she's like one of the friends, like
yes.
So let's do this. So right before we went on the air, Wes and I were reading the plot of this back and forth. Because also, let it be said, I have gotten into my romance novel era, as the kids call it lately. I've read a lot of Emily Henry books. I understand the appeal. I don't like it when it's like, doesn't need to be super, super graphic, but like I get the romance novel boom. It totally makes sense. And so we're coming at it from an open perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Here is what happens in this. The Love Hypothesis follows the main character, Olive, in trying to convince her best friend, Anne, into thinking that her dating life is going great. In order to convince Anne, she pretends to date her professor, Adam. Olive and Adam. Also, Olive is a PhD student, so her professor is like, it's not as weird as I thought it was when I first read it. Olive and Adam try to convince everyone around them they are in love, but while convincing everyone, they forget that their feelings are supposed to be fake. How long will it take for Olive and Adam to realize they don't want to pretend anymore? And then it goes deeper because in the Wikipedia, it tells you who's what Star Wars character, okay?
Yeah.
So Olive is Rey, obviously. Dr. Adam is Ben Solo, Kylo Ren. Anne is Rose Tico. Malcolm, who's Olive's roommate, is Finn. Dr. Tom Benton is a professor, associate professor. He is not a Star Wars character, evidently. He's just a character. Dr. Rodriguez is Adam's friend, is Poe Dameron. And Jeremy Langley, who's Olive's ex, is General Hux.
Yes, of course. The ex-boyfriend is Armitage
General
Hux. That's
like,
funny.
The press tour for this movie is going to be, I don't think they're going to talk about anything other than Daisy Ridley. Like, what do you, I feel like you can't ask them anything else, right?
Well, so the original fanfic had all of these characters in it.
Yes, properly named.
Properly named, but it wasn't was it the same plot?
Yes, this was an
Professor?
alternate universe fan fiction.
Okay.
Where they all were at this school and they're professors. They just had like their Star Wars names.
Gotcha.
I believe.
All right. Okay.
Which is
obviously they had to change the names because of the Star Wars IP. Obviously.
Yep. They had to sell the book.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. They couldn't just like do anagrams of the names either, I guess, because then they'd probably get in trouble for that too, I guess.
What's her name? Her name is Yer.
Toes Rico. All right.
Toes Rico. Oh man, yeah. You know what? I guess it's just good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. If you've been a Love Hypothesis fan since day one and you have loved this, fantastic. I'm so thrilled for you. This had to be like your Christmas. This had to be like a season of Andor for you, getting this casting announcement earnestly. Like, I can't believe he's doing it. Good on him. I have never had more faith in a stranger's marriage than I have in theirs. Like, it has to be so strong for him to say, yeah, honey, totally. I'm going to do this. So, very fun. It's coming out, I think, probably next year, I would assume. But, man, good for them. Are you gonna go see this? Are you gonna watch or see this, Wes?
I might actually watch it if it I can stream it at home. I might that'd be a good Friday night movie with the girlfriend for sure. Bethany.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think it'll be on probably Amazon Prime. I just got a vibe. I feel like they get all the rom-coms lately.
Yeah.
There's a lot on Prime. So anyway, congrats everybody. You did it. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. And before we go, I needed to show everybody. Let's get this.
I forgot about this. I'm so excited.
Here we go. No, this one. All right. So, I've had these boxes of Star Wars Unlimited unopened for the past 2 weeks because I have been out of town and I have two specific friends that are super into it. And so I have a box of, this is Shadows of the Galaxy that is unopened. See, it has this plastic piece on it that I got to open.
Plastic.
24 packs in this thing, and we all chipped in, so we each get 8, which is stupid because I want all of them. But I'll share.
They get a good one.
Yeah, right. I'll share. And then I would say it was over a month ago when I first. I mean, this had to have been like a week after y'all got me into it. Oz officially got me into it, but but you and Corey were great peer pressure. I got Legends of the Force. But this is a Carbonite booster. This is a Carbonite booster pack.
You got a Carbonite booster?
This is the $250 waste of money booster pack. And I got it to split. I was going to split this with my buddy.
Absolutely not.
I got it to split. I was going to split with my buddy. And then a week ago, he was like, I have a confession. And I was like, what? And he goes, I bought another Carbonite booster pack. And I was like, oh, so this one's mine.
Yes. Oh my God.
And that's probably the only one I'm ever going to do. I needed to do it just to see what's going to happen. I've already watched 100 unboxings of what people got in them, and I'm just
You know what there could be.
This thing is on fire in my hands right now. All right, and so I think it's either going to be this Thursday or Saturday when we're going to go to the card shop that's down the street from me, and we're going to just open them all. And then
You're not going to open one on stream for us right now? You're not going to open one?
Don't you dare! Don't you? Oh yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it.
Yeah! Open one. All
right.
If you pull a showcase.
All right.
You gotta pull one. You gotta pull one. Also, if there's a Kylo Ren showcase in that Shadows box, I'm gonna be happy and mad. Showcases, for those that don't know, are like they're very, very rare leader cards.
So
okay. Oh, it's open.
Coming off.
Here it goes. Oh my gosh.
And
why am I nervous?
In the box, you have all of these packs.
So pretty. I love the cardboard.
All right. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take from the middle. I'm gonna get so much shit for this, by the way, because I'm supposed to wait. But whatever.
Well, you're waiting for the other 11 of them.
Yes. So
I like it. I like it.
I have. Oh man, I wonder if this even works. Oh, it does. All right.
Oh, the top down. Oh,
yes,
wait, make sure it's the right size.
Yes. Let me just blow this thing up a little bit so everybody can see.
Yes.
All right. So I'm opening the card.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I will actually.
Gotta narrate it for our audio listeners too. Yeah, make sure we know what we're seeing here. Okay.
Okay. So I guess I could do it this way so you can see. I am pulling out the cards.
Yep.
This is it.
Looks great. Yep.
I will start out with top card.
Yep.
And just to tell everybody, Carbonite packs are the ones that have like all the exclusive, like they're all foils and hyperspace.
They're all pretty.
They're pretty cards.
In there.
They don't. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're actual like playing. They're actually like. I don't know, playing power is the exact same as any like common card.
Charles has asked us that so many times, like, so they're not any better. I'm like, no, they're just pretty. Just
all right.
Accept it.
First,
flip it over. Oh, you're going from the back. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
you're going from the back. Okay.
Should I go from the front? How does the front work?
Gotta go to the leader.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry.
I'll say, we can build up if you want.
We'll do this. We'll do this way.
Okay, not a showcase, but Cal Kestis.
Cal Kestis. All right.
That's fine. Hyperspace leader, very nice.
Scout.
All right. Yep, nice little shiny foil cards.
Yeah, so you see if they're all foil, nice and shiny.
That we've become.
I'm basically looking at my camera right now to see all this, so you tell me if these are any good.
The Gifted Urchin.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Witch of the Mist.
Okay.
Very pretty. Nameless High Republic shout out.
That looks good.
Yeah, these are all going to be foil. The common and uncommon is all going to be foil here.
Oh, this is a Mace Windu. I played this today.
I played this last week. He's a really fun uncommon there.
Oh, this is the upgrade card.
Oh, the constructed lightsaber. Those are good. Oh, the Prestige is next, and I know who it is.
Oh, no way. I got Vernestra Rowe.
Look at that.
Dude, that looks
Nameless
so
and a High
sick.
Republic.
Yeah.
That's a tier 2 because it's shiny and that's nicely done. Yeah, I can't believe she's in a main game. That's so cool.
Yeah, so Night Saber, got ourselves a hyperspace Night Saber.
Very nice.
I don't even know what this is.
Sand
Trooper Cavalry.
It's
a common card.
Outer Rim Mystic
Outer Rim Mystic.
Got us go Stinger Mantis to go with Cal.
This is Knights of Ren or Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. Yep, with the point.
Oh, this is a Kylo Ren ground unit. All right, okay.
Yep,
so I can play him with another Kylo. What is this card? Do or do not force.
Corey's favorite scene in all of Star Wars. Right there.
And the last one everybody already saw.
You have that Sith Legionnaire.
Sith Legionnaire. So.
Oh man.
Pretty good pack. Fun pack.
Pretty good.
I'll tell you that what I just opened, in case everybody wants to know, was $30. It was
No, that was $24.
20
You bought the entire 12-pack, I believe, retails about $260, $270. So when you break it down,
right. But they sell them. It's like for the normal idiot.
Yeah, it's
like myself.
$25.
Yeah, I think it's like $25 a pack or whatever.
Yep.
So we'll go in there and we'll splurge on like one pack, and then we'll just like that'll be it.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I got 11 more to go. So.
If this live feed video does better than any of the others we've ever done, we're going to pack openings. We're gonna become a pack opening channel.
I know. I didn't increase like the audio on it so you could hear like the rustling of the pack as I opened it, so you can get some good ASMR for later. But
that being said, the Star Wars Unlimited packs they're paper and they're easy to recycle. They're much more they're better than the magic plastic crap.
Right.
So you're helping the environment. Okay.
Yeah. So that was my update. I also bought I have a box to keep all my like extra cards or whatever. I bought a Star Wars Unlimited box, like the official Star Wars Unlimited box where you have keep your deck and your leader that's in a plastic case, and then your tokens and stuff like that. So I'm in it. Oh, I also got a new mat, and I don't know if I should show that, but I should.
You absolutely should. Okay. I thought that's what you were going to do in the first place. You got to do it.
Yeah, so it's better.
This is a work of art.
Yeah, it's better that I put the this up first. So let me.
Oh yeah.
Oh crap. Yeah. Let's do it. Let me shrink this down for everybody to see. All right, that should be good enough. Give me 1 second.
Yep, it is. I'll vamp a little bit here. This is Wes for his battle mat, as opposed to some of us who just got some of the official ones and decided to get, people donated some of their old ones. He says, nope, first one, because I'm Wes.
That's right.
I got to get the custom.
Man, I saw a bunch of cool ones, but there was on Etsy, they have some great Star Wars ones and you can add like the zones on there, and you can take the zones off. And this one costs just as much as the other ones, maybe a few dollars more, whatever. But it took a little longer to come in. You can customize it with anything you want on it. Anything. It could be anything. It could be Anakin and Padme in the field kissing and rolling around. It could be anything. And what I decided was probably one of the best scenes, and to get people, what I told Eric and Corey and Charles and Tim was, I want my opponent to know that I show no mercy. And so I got this as my pad. and for the listeners out there, it is the scene where Anakin goes to kill all the younglings, and the one youngling that's like, Master Skywalker, what do you want us to do? And then he goes, and it ignites the lightsaber, and that's what this picture is. And I think it's fantastic. I'm kind of disappointed the person that made this for me didn't send me a message. I was like, this is pretty freaking cool, man. But they probably don't know about Star Wars. They just want to make money. But anyways.
Yeah, they're like, okay, I just printed the AI conduit you spoke to in order to print this.
Yes, that's probably also true. So yeah, that is my new mat that I decided to go with.
Yeah, I will be hopefully bringing back at least 3 mats which is funny because you can only use one at a time. Why do you need more?
Well,
but I want there's a Mr. Bones one, a Mortis Gods one, and then one that has Barriss Offee, Shakti, and Aayla Secura that are all going to be there. So
yeah, the exclusive ones I'm super jealous of though. So you should definitely get as many of those as you can. For sure.
I'll get a Revan one with my premium ticket of him doing Force Lightning. So I'll bring them all back. And Wes, you got to share now. Of course, you'll have news next week with your Carbonite opening. If you got some showcases, some serialized cards, all that stuff. So.
Yeah. I hope I get lucky.
Well, on that note, everybody, we'll be back with more Star Wars Unlimited talk next week because as long as Star Wars isn't putting out shows, this is where we are, baby. But thank you all so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the Youtini Show. We will be back next Monday night. Until then, keep enjoying Star Wars. Keep being good to each other. Check out Youtini.com for everything you need, whether it be excerpts, reading guides, and more. And until next time, may the Force be with you.